Welcome to the HHS Online Bid Room, your newest resource for submitting bids with Health and Human Services. The HHS Online Bid Room gives you an easier way to submit a bid for open solicitations. You can use the Online Bid Room to submit a response to a solicitation for the Health and Human Services Commission, the Department of State Health Services, the Department of Family and Protective Services, and the Texas Civil Commitment Office. In order to get started with the HHS Online Bid Room, you will need two sets of login credentials. In other words, a username and a password. You can think of this like having to log into your cell phone and then having to log in separately to an application you wish to use on your cell phone. To access the HHS Online Bid Room, you will need a set of credentials for the Enterprise Portal and a set of credentials for the Online Bid Room. Steps for accessing the Online Bid Room. Step 1. Follow the link to register for the Enterprise Portal. If you were invited to bid on a solicitation, you can follow this link directly from your invitation email. Otherwise, you can find this link via the HHS Online Bid Room website. On the HHS Enterprise Portal website, you will begin by selecting Register. Here you will select the fourth option. I represent a business or organization responding to an HHSC, DFPS, DSHS, OIG, or TCCO solicitation using the HHS Online Bid Room. Then select Next. From here, you will select a username. You will notice a green check or a red X indicating if the username you've selected is available. Once you've selected a username, you can continue by adding your first name, last name, email address, primary phone number, the type of primary phone number you've provided, optional secondary phone information, the type of address you're providing, as well as the street address, city, and zip, as well as country, state, and county. Next, add your company name and indicate if you have received credentials, a username and password for the HHS Online Bid Room, which would have been received in a separate email. Then indicate the days and times you can be reached. Next, enter your tax identification number or federal employer identification number. Carefully complete the CAPTCHA and select Next. Selecting Done will return you to the main login screen. Once your access to the Enterprise Portal has been approved, you will receive an email with login credentials. This could take up to 5 days, so allow yourself plenty of time. You're now ready to sign into the Enterprise Portal using your new credentials. On the Enterprise Portal home screen, add your username that you set up and the password that was supplied to you and the email you received approving your access. Then select Sign In. The first time you log in to the Enterprise Portal, you will need to read and accept the Health and Human Services Acceptable Use Agreement. Check the box to indicate that you acknowledge that you have read and understand the agreement, and then sign the first and last name that you used when signing up for your account. Then select Next. From there, you will need to select a new password, paying attention to the password rules provided. Then select Next. On the next screen, confirm your personal details, making any changes necessary. Then select Next again. You are now logged in to the Enterprise Portal. Now you're ready to sign in to the HHS Online Bid Room. If you're invited to bid on a solicitation, you have already received these credentials in a separate email. Otherwise, these credentials will be emailed to you after your registration for the Enterprise Portal is approved. Begin by selecting HHS Online Bid Room from within the Enterprise Portal. Enter the username and password you received in the email notifying you of your approval for the HHS Online Bid Room. Then select Sign In. When logging in, you'll need to follow the link to set a security question for password recovery. Select a question and then enter a response for the question. Next, select to review the acknowledgement for use of the HHS Online Bid Room. Review the entire acknowledgement, select OK, and then mark the checkbox and sign your first and last name to acknowledge your agreement. Then select Submit. and this will take you to the HHS Online Bid Room Work Center. You're now ready to start bidding. This concludes this portion of the HHS Online Bid Room demo. We invite you to view additional resources for the HHS Online Bid Room, including Part 2 of the video demo, the User's Guide, and the Frequently Asked Questions document. Happy bidding!